was a choice. No, it's not a choice. I'm not gay. But I am vegetarian, which I feel like is the same thing. I'm vegetarian, not by choice either. I had COVID and it messed with my ability to eat meat. So every time I eat it, it's like very, just like metallic-y and like rotten, very gross. Which really sucked because I've kind of just dunked on vegans for the last 10 years of my life, you know? And so they all came out of the woodwork, they're like, welcome. And I'm like, when I first realized it, I had to go to dinner with my girlfriend, and I'm like, I guess I'll just get a salad. And so the waitress comes, and I'm like, hey, I'll just have a salad. She's like, wonderful, what kind were you thinking? Like a chef salad? Does a chef salad sound good? I'm like, yeah, like the chef or whoever wants to whip it together is fine. Chef seems more appropriate, though, but like, just do you. Wonderful, what kind of dressings were you thinking? I'm like, just jeans and t-shirt, keep it casual. I don't know. Not too familiar with the salads, if you can't tell. That's not the only thing that changed. You know, a lot changed about me politically. You know, like I'm a pretty liberal guy, and like when the worker shortage first happened, I was like, fuck yeah, take down the capitalist system. You don't want to pay us, you don't get this work. I lost 5 calories just doing that move. But, you know, and then I went to Taco Bell at 8:30 and they were closed. I became a Republican real fucking quick. I was like, no. Where do I sign up to get my bad hairline and a gun? Like, let's go. Like, time to get off unemployment. Daddy needs a chalupa. Not doing it. We need to pay customer service workers more, though, right? I think we can all agree. Let's clap for customer service workers. Hell yeah. Yeah. Especially Subway employees, you know? They scare the shit out of me. You ever go to Subway and you see an adult behind the counter? Not like somebody in their 20s that's like working through college, like an adult, like in their 40s. You're not supposed to be here, sir. You look in their eyes, they're black. Life has happened to this person, you know? For them to get to this point. When I first saw the footage of the Capitol riots, my first thought was, it's finally happening, the Subway employees are taking over. And then I look closer and I'm like, oh, it's just my dad's friends, that's fine. I had to go into a Subway recently because you never want to, you just kind of have to. But I walked into a Subway, before I could even like get a foot in the door, the guy just yells, what do you want? Look where I was. I'm like, a sandwich? He's like, no shit, which one? I'm like, all right. And then while he's making the sandwich, he kept like telling me, like, make sure my mask is up, make sure my mask is up. He wasn't wearing gloves, guys. Like, I don't know why we're all of a sudden concerned with the health code, you know? And then I went to, you know, wrap it up, and he's ringing me up, and I'm like, hey, have a good day. Don't tell me what to do. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Because I've got bottom energy. I give in pretty quick. I'm like, wouldn't want a confrontation. Customer service is weird, though. I've worked a lot of customer service in my life. They always say things like automation. Automation is going to replace customer service. If you've ever worked in customer service, you know that's absolute horse shit, right? Because like the whole purpose of your job is that the average person's too dumb to figure that shit out on their own, right? Like a touch screen. You ever try to see a 6-year-old work a touch screen? He's standing in the self-checkout for 30 extra minutes. I used to work at Office Depot. That was a fun job. People would come in asking me questions about pens. I feel like if you have a question about a pen, you shouldn't be voting, and I feel strongly about that. You can't be out here making decisions, driving and stuff. No. This one guy would come in and try to negotiate with me, all right? This is a national chain. He would go to the paper aisle, grab a thing of paper, it says $10, bring it up to me and go, I'll give you $5 for this. Just confident as shit. I'm like, it says $10 right there, man. That's all I can do for you, $10. It's like, you don't understand, okay? I've been coming to this Office Depot since it opened. You need to give me a discount or I'm never coming back. Well, I have been here for 6 months making minimum wage and I don't give a shit. So like, I don't know what you want me to do. That's so insane to me to go to a national chain and try to negotiate prices with the cashier. That's the equivalent of my fat ass going to McDonald's, ordering a Big Mac. When they ask for money, I just show them my stretch marks. Like, clearly I'm a value customer. You guys like that tummy time? Yeah. All natural, baby. Oh, man. I had to go to the doctor recently for my annual weigh-in. That's how often I go, just the once a year. And I was 380 pounds. which isn't great. It's not what you aim for. Aiming for 400. But she looked at the weight and she goes, we should probably do some blood tests. I'm like, that's probably a good call on your part. I could see why you have a degree. So we do the test, and that's where they check for like cholesterol, sugar, AIDS, all that good stuff. And everything came back. It's where it's supposed to be, minimal AIDS, and scotch, like a smidge. But and everything was good, which I was happy about. I'm healthy. What pissed me off is the way she read back the results, like she was a little annoyed. Because like a doctor having to give good news to a fat guy is a lot like the judge who had to read not guilty at the OJ trial, Just looking at the paper like it says you're good, but we know you fucking did something, all right? Seems mean. I don't know. It's so frustrating because when you're fat, it doesn't matter what you go in there for, somehow it's about your weight, right? Like I could walk in there with a knife sticking out of my forehead, they'd be like, let me guess, fell for the knife in the bucket of chicken trick again? What? Not a thing. Or I could go out tonight and get shot, taken to the emergency room. They'd be like, I don't know, if you were skinnier, people wouldn't want to shoot you. I don't know. Nah, I should probably go to the doctor, get some stuff checked out. I shit my pants recently, that's why I should go. Yeah. Too recently, it was like a week ago. And when you shit your pants as an adult, it's just such a defeating moment, Because it's like you just lose all confidence in yourself and everything that you've ever done. Like, I'm pretty sure when Zuckerberg was creating Facebook, if he had shit his pants right as he was finishing up, he would have just deleted the whole fucking thing, And anyway, when it happened, I was on the phone with my dad, and we were having this, he's a very conservative guy, so we were having this discussion about critical race theory, as two white guys do. And we were talking about systemic racism, and I brought up, certain points about how the war on drugs is targeted towards black people, and there's evidence in that because, there's minimum sentences and mandatory sentences, and higher sentences for crack instead of cocaine, and drugs being brought into these communities by the government. And my dad said, "Wow, Ken, you make a lot of good points. I'm gonna have to think about that." And when he said that, my heart filled with pride, and my pants filled with diarrhea. So now it's game time. I'm like, I have to either let him know, and I know that if I tell him what just happened, he's gonna disregard everything I just fucking said. So I sat in it for 15 minutes so that my dad could get a new perspective on the black experience in America. What did you do for the culture today? That is my time. I am Cam Honeyacre. Thank you.